Breaking news, my wonderful people. FFK seeing itself for serious trouble. Not be small thing. FFK support for Tinubu is just to fill his belly. Osinbajo's group tell Nigerians. Say Professor Yemi Osinbajo really wanted to be Nigerian's president. But again, it's not up to him to make himself the presidential candidate. Now there were options. APC would have decided to say, you know what, as the vice president, he had opportunity to contest. They can say, okay, they'll give him the opportunity of the first refusal right. So they just, before they throw it open, they will ask him, would you like to contest? And if he says yes, then every other person stands down, automatically becomes the presidential candidate of the party. However, when Emilio Conde there, you drink, so it did not happen. A lot of persons promised and told him that, oh, don't worry, we will definitely support you, blah, 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 blah. And guess what? The matters came, and at the end of the day, things fall apart when the center could no longer hold. Now, so the matter be, not be small thing they happen. Now, Siba just say, well, say, for Timothy say, get person. That FFK, friend for food. Now, they follow you because he needs some cash. The show must go on. Let's get all the details. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Chief FEMI KAYODE has been caught by the Osinbajo support movement over his recent comment concerning the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo. The group also called on APC Presidential Campaign Council to call FFK to order for his remark against the Vice President. The pro-Osinbajo group accused the minister of derogating the Vice President with his utterance during the television program. The Osinbajo support movement has called on the All Progressive Congress Presidential Campaign Council to call on FEMI KAYODE to order. According to the pro-Osinbajo's group, the recent comment made by the former Minister of Aviation on Osinbajo while speaking to a TV station were unacceptable. FEMI KAYODE is one of the spokesperson of the ruling All Progressive Congress Presidential Campaign Council working for TINUBU. In the statement sent to Lead Nigeria on Sunday, December the 11th, and signed by the Director of Media and Publicity, Babatunde Adejohun, the Osinbajo's group said, "This is not acceptable. TINUBU think he has a person. It is troubling to read from a piece of disposition from former Minister of Aviation FEMI KAYODE concerning his comment and criticism of His Excellency Professor Yemi Osinbajo and reason attributed to it. Nigeria of all, calling the general the guardianhood, His Excellency in utmost regards and unstable and hugely distrusted character like FEMI KAYODE would not be allowed to spare garbage and go scot-free with such a statement about the Vice President. It is an insult to mention but a few the statement of FEMI KAYODE to claim on Channels TV that he unleashed rounds of baseless and thoughtless criticism on the Vice President because he failed to protect the right of Christians. This is far the truth and deliberate dishonest attempt by this unbraided fellow. FEMI KAYODE does not have the authority in any sense of address to address the Vice President in such a derogatory manner. His present rule under the presidential campaign for TINUBU or his previous assignment under APC with no real record of accomplishment notwithstanding is only for his tummy, mainly for what he can get. The Osinbajo's group asked APC Presidential Campaign Council to call him to order. We want to believe he is not running such errand on behalf of the council, but the interest of his own personal belly to satisfy and to get something. He is bound of unthinking apologists apology, the group noted that OSINBAJO is a respected gentleman who Nigerians hold dear, adding that FFK and his co-travelers should seek caution and face their assignment and the roles they've been requested to play. So this is what is happening. FFK show for TV, and obviously what the vice president, he called the attack, say the vice president no gree support Tinubu openly, where the vice president has a choice to either say make we support Tinubu or we will not support Tinubu. Get your own voice, get your own words. If he to say this or that, yes. So the vice president is a man of his own. So the accuser now, I guess who called the accuser now? FEMI KAYODE say Professor Yemi OSINBAJO, he show for Channels Television, say is really worried and ashamed of the vice president, that he cannot come out to to support a man or to campaign for a man who gave him an opportunity to become the vice president, blah 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 blah. He said, guy, see, take a chill pill. What's your problem? What's your problem? Professor Yemi OSINBAJO was already a professor before he became, and he was not doing badly. He was doing well. Okay, the time reached, now make a be waiting he be. Okay, he worked with the same TINUBU as his attorney general, and the sky not on pink. All of a sudden, one day, there's nothing wrong in him dreaming. For the fact that TINUBU wants to be president does not mean that if he feels, I remember that the country he was coming to meet, if he was taken as the APC presidential candidate, is not a place where things were rosy and everything was going well. It was, there's serious work to be done for whoever is coming on. Unless the person wants to become as useless as the one we have currently now, that is doing currently nothing, and things have gone from bad to worse. So it's not like the vice president was coming to have a funfair. However, FEMI KAYODE, because he must get paid and he must make it look like he's working for his tax masters very well, went against the vice president, speaking utterances. OSINBAJO's group face and say, Tinubu, how many times we call you so? You they can't answer. This man where you get with you, we call FFK. You say they with you because he like you or he believe in your dreams and aspiration. You think so, Abi? Have you heard of the word called Google Gaga Land? Now you did dream. It's not there because he likes you or believe that you should be the president of the country. This same person has sworn before. If you like, make it delete the tweet. We'll know how to find them. We'll get it back. Say, this guy will never be, Tinubu will never be president as long as this, that. The same thing he said before. Today, the very guy now the best thing that has happened. So when you look at there, since that doing it off forehand, it's neither here nor there. It can't be trusted. Nobody takes him very seriously, really. Nobody takes him seriously. I believe why OSINBAJO's group is only, answering him is because he said very derogatory word about the vice president, that the vice president could not protect Christians, yet he does not want to come out openly and support Tinubu, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, they've warned him. And they've told him, he's only doing that for what he can get, not because he believe in the dream or the vision, or he believes that, Professor Yemi OSINBAJO, is the wrong person, or Tinubu is the right person, or Tinubu must be the president. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. This guy is only working for himself. Yeah, he's only working for himself. So, it is what it is. Okay. So my wonderful people, we just need to ensure that at the end of the day, we do what is right and necessary and bring Nigeria to where it ought to be. Because at the end of the day, this is the first country we have called home.